We heat exclusively with wood in our small home, and what we like to do is try to stack as many functions as possible since the wood stove's running almost 24/7 during the winter. So the focus of this video is some very simple systems we've come up with that work well for us, or well enough for us, for drying herbs and food, and also the main focus of this video is using the heat of the wood stove and some very simple applications to dry up to 2 washer loads worth of laundry at the same time in the space. So that's what this video will be about. The first system I wanted to share with you, which I think could have some improvements, which I'll talk about in a moment, is this simple wooden structure that I built a ways back. The idea with this is made out of hardwood. Certainly nothing fancy carpentry skills wise, but these are some sugar maple staves that I ran through on a table saw and made these angular braces to help support weight, and they're mounted into studs in the wall with 3 hinges. If I were to do this again from scratch, I would make it sturdier and have each one of these arms articulate on their own. But as it stands, this is nice in that it folds against the wall out of the way when not in use, and it works really nicely for small things like dish rags, underwear, socks, those sorts of things. We find that we actually use this a lot more. You use it to dry homemade pasta a fair amount, right?
No, not anymore. I used to.
Well,
More for herbs. More for herbs.
More for herbs. What we found that works quite nicely too, let me grab this, is we bought a number of screens from Finger Lakes Reuse. So you might have a reuse center near you or a construction site or something. These are very simple door screens, window screens, and we can slide them onto this in the fall. So you might want to make custom ones. But we can fill this out with herbs and flowers. You've dried ginger candies on here. I remember sneaking those off of here recently. Some lemon candies. This is a great place to sneak dried candies from. But this holds a lot of material, and we normally have a fan running behind the wood stove to push the heat forward. And when that's running, this dries out material very nicely on this rack system. So that's one idea that folks may consider. I hammered a bunch of little nails in here with the idea of that drying, but that doesn't work so well, so...
Not good for the wall.
Not good for the wall, and yeah, wet...
To have the wetness next to the wall, bad idea, but we tried.
Yeah, wet socks hanging directly against the wall. The other system folks may or may not find useful, but it's been incredibly useful for us, is very, very straightforward. We bought some used heavy-duty eye hooks. You can buy them new for $1 or $2 a piece. Found the joists and the studs in the wall and pre-drilled a little hole and then threaded these in. And I bought a long spool of paracord and cut off some pieces and drew it real taut, tied it off with a sloppy knot, looped through. And so this matrix allows us to hang big sheets, down comforters, towels, those sorts of things. This string up against the ceiling will let us hold almost 2 full loads of laundry pretty easily. It dries within a day, and it adds a little humidity to the room, which is nice in the winter months. Last year we found a used washer and dryer on Craigslist for free. Thanks so much for those. A little repair on the washer and it's been working beautifully. The dryer we haven't used really at all. It works, it's fine, but we haven't needed it. Between this system for small material and this really simple system for larger material, we can do all of our clothes drying the whole winter just with the heat of the wood, and then all summer we can use a simple system outside. So hopefully something there has been useful to you, and if you run wood heat, we hope you're staying warm and drying clothes nicely. Thanks for watching.